Hey guys, welcome to another vlog Friday. This week we've all paired up with the Vlog of the Month Club, and we all have the same prompt, which is if you could grab 3 things out of your house that really identify who you are, especially in case of emergency, what would you grab and how do they kind of reflect who you are? I had a really hard time figuring out what 3 things to grab, and I kind of made assumptions that some of my stuff would already be safe so I wouldn't have to grab it. Like maybe I could tell my husband to grab my laptop. That would be great. And then I also assumed that my wedding ring and my engagement ring would already be on my hand because they never really leave it, even though the jeweler practically yelled at me and told me that I need to take them off when I sleep. But I'm not doing it. Sorry, jeweler. Too bad. So my 3 things are kind of random and independent of each other, but they show a lot about who I am, and a lot of them have to do with kind of the memories attached to them. The first one, speaking of my husband, would be my husband, and there's a lovely hair right there. This one's my husband, you know, the groom, and this is actually the picture that my parents sent out for their holiday card, thus the lovely holly border. From our wedding. This is my sister, and I would grab the rest of my family too if they were involved, but since I live with my husband and I know that he would probably be here, I'd grab him. He has been with me for 9 years, since yesterday, and we've been through basically everything together since our sophomore year of high school. And if you think about it, even though I'm only 24, it's still 9 years is a lot, and a lot of stuff has happened, and he knows how incredibly silly I can be, he knows how moody I can be, he knows everything. So I feel like without him I would be losing a part of myself, even though I still considered myself whole before I decided to really become a couple with him. So I would also have to wake him up if something did happen in the middle of the night, because he tends to be a really sound sleeper, so I'd have to jump on him or poke him or something. So I'd definitely have to make sure that he got out of the house safely. But then I would tell him to grab my laptop, since my laptop has all of our photos on it. It has all of my decorating ideas, and we would both be lost without the internet since we love it so much. So he would be in charge of grabbing that. The second thing actually has 2 parts to it, but I'm counting it as one, so deal. They would be my family recipe cookbook, and this cookbook has been hand done by my mom. She gave me this one for my bridal shower, and it's painted with the flowers that I had in my bouquet. So these are my pink peonies that I had and my white roses, and it's really cool because and actually I'm just noticing this, it has 3 white roses, and the white roses that I carried with me signified the grandparents that we had lost. So I ended up carrying 6 white roses in my bridal bouquet, and the fact that there are 3 on this is really, really cool now that I'm thinking about it, because they are the 3 grandparents that I no longer have. So that's cool. But my mom has done one of these cookbooks for almost all the girls who have gotten married on my mom's side of the family, and what she does is on the inside she scrapbooks all of our family recipes, and most of them have come from my grandmother, which is pretty darn cool. And my grandmother died when I was right around 4, so I don't have tons of physical memories of her, but she was known as an amazing cook, as well as sewing and everything else. So her memory kind of lives on in the food that she used to make. So my mom did all the designing and the scrapbooking and the writing in this book, and has labeled almost all of them with who the recipe came from. And on certain pages, like for holidays, she went through and wrote down what our traditional holiday meal is. Here we go. So we're kind of traditional in what we eat, and we don't really stray from that a whole lot on my mom's side. So she made a list of exactly what we eat, and that way it's kind of a cool family record of what our traditional foods are and what we ate So it's kind of cool, especially if this gets passed down. Excuse me. And it's it's just that family means a ton to me, as well as tradition. I love holidays, as well as food, and it's kind of one of my goals to become a really good cook, baker, and cook. Um, so the both cookbooks, because I got this one for our wedding present. Both cookbooks really showcase what our family has made and enjoyed, and really puts into their food. This one, like I said, was part of our wedding gift, and my mom made this one too, and it's kind of the more basic foods, not really as big of a deal for holidays, but ones that I constantly reach for, like my mom's chicken marsala in a crock pot, um, my mom's English muffins, her biscuits, um, how to make our strawberry shortcake, pancakes, muffins, buttercream frosting, all the stuff that you'd have to go scrambling for in another cookbook, but I have it all right here. So I would definitely grab those two so that B can continue to probably gain weight from all of my cooking. Sorry, B. And then my third thing, some people might think is a little embarrassing, but part of me is that I just don't care. And that I have this thing where I constantly love to cuddle. There are certainly days where I don't like cuddling at all, and it's very much don't touch me. But I love being cuddled, and I have loved that since I was probably born. And I love animals at the same time. So when I was probably 6 or 7, I woke up on Easter morning and found that the Easter Bunny had left my sister and I 2 Easter baskets, but hadn't put our names on them. So since I was the first one out of bed, I got to pick which one I wanted. And one of them had a cool coloring book in it. The other one had a really lame coloring book, apparently. And so I picked that one. And the bonus was that I got a stuffed animal. This one. And I don't even remember the coloring book anymore, but this is Thumper. And Thumper was in my Easter basket. See the carrot feet, best feature. And so Thumper became my best friend. I used to play all the time with Thumper. Thumper goes back and forth from being a boy or a girl, so mixed gender. I don't judge. And I have taken Thumper everywhere. Very well-traveled rabbit. Anytime that I travel, except for our honeymoon, Thumper comes with us. And anytime that Bee's gone, or I'm alone at night for some reason, or like when I had a really bad cold last week and Bee and I couldn't snuggle in bed because we were constantly coughing and sneezing, I would snuggle with Thumper. So it's kind of my surrogate snuggler. And most people would think that it's really weird that a 24-year-old still might sleep with a stuffed animal. But if you really think about it, we all need that kind of security. And for me, it just comes in the shape of having a stuffed animal to be able to snuggle with. And it really says a lot about how willing I am to commit to one thing and go with it. Yeah, we'll go with that. But otherwise, the runner-up would definitely be my Canon EOS camera, because I absolutely love photography, and I'm really getting into that. And that camera was my happy first year of teaching completion gift to myself, as well as happy honeymoon. So I would be pretty devastated if I lost the camera. But the rest of the stuff that I have, I feel like it would be okay to replace it. I mean, our wedding video means a lot, but I could always contact somebody to get another copy of it. Our electronics are worth a lot, but then again, they can always be replaced. And thanks to the wonders or horrors of Facebook, my pictures are still there. So I just feel like I would definitely grab things that couldn't be replaced as easily. So if you have decided to do a vlog, make sure you comment below. I'd love to see what you're doing, and I'd also like to link to you. And also consider joining the Vlog of the Month Club. They always have something different and new going on, even if you don't want to do it every week. You can certainly do it once a month to see if you can really get in the flow of vlogging. So hopefully I'll see you there. Have a great week. Bye.